Alright, welcome to the video. Today we are going to be doing some stuff, again, farming and probably going back to DC and do some other stuff. Maybe New York, I don't know yet. I did want to point this out that this could possibly be one of my next build videos, so don't be surprised. Because I've been trying it out on Legendary here and it's pretty nice. It's definitely interesting. That's to say a lot. I don't typically do a weird video. Well, I mean, I've done them before, but typically I don't. Oh, this is not right. Just give me 1 second, guys. I went into the wrong web browser because I gotta add things to the stream. Unfortunately, I was in the wrong browser. Alright. Let us do this. Get that up there right away. Hurry up. Okay, reload. Alright, put this where it goes. Okay. Have to add me to this. Oh shit, I gotta fix that. Alright, there we go. Alright. Alright. There we go. Alright. Alright, so I put together because I know I can do things here, I've realized something, that I can make this build quite a bit better. Now, the only downside to this is the fact that you gotta wait 120 virtual seconds, which I don't know what that equates to in real time. I think it's about half that, so it's about a minute. It might be less than that. I could be wrong. I should actually count it when I use it. But I've been using this, and it's been pretty neat. Because I'm telling you right now, a lot of people don't know. There is some people that know about it, but a lot of people do not know about this. And I didn't even know about this until about, a couple weeks ago. But I didn't really say anything until I thought, hey, you know what? Maybe I should let people know this. So before I even go any further, I have 2 skill tiers, as you can see. The rest is system corruption. Very nice gear set. I don't know why more people don't run it. It's great. The point to this thing here is you have to be skill tier 6 to overcharge normally. With almost everything that's in the game, you have to be skill tier 6. But with these gloves, that's not the case. You can actually overcharge at skill tier 1 or 2 or whatever you're at. You don't have to be skill tier 6. The only thing this does affect, though, is if you're not at skill tier 6, you will not overcharge your buddies if they're with you, just yourself. But the fact that you can overcharge at any skill tier, that's crazy, because that means you're going from skill tier 1 damage to overcharge damage, and you're not even having to really worry about the fact that you're only skill tier 2 or 1. Hell, you don't even have to be, well, you have to be a skill tier. I can't say you don't, because you have to wear the BTSU gloves, so you have to be at least skill tier 1. There's no such thing as using the BTS gloves and getting overcharge. But you can get overcharge at skill tier 1. I just threw the other piece on because I thought I could do something cool. Because this thing right here, every time I kill something, there's a 30% chance that I can use my other skill again, non-stop. And I've actually had this proc like 6-7 times in a row. And no, I'm not using that little cheat that people are using. It's not even having anything to do with that, actually. This is totally legit. Unlike that shit you're seeing out there right now.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
There we go. What's that? Oh, okay, I was gonna say, where's that bullet coming from? Oh, you why does that thing decide to come to life all of a sudden? He's just standing there idle, and he doesn't shoot at me when I'm standing there. And he just, because I'm going after that other character, he decides to come to life. Cool. Don't even care. I didn't even do what I was supposed to do anyways. So the whole point of this is I was going to show you this. And I didn't. So here we go. Let's try this again. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to throw this out. Kill that cocksucker right there. Throw that out. Activate that. Now I'm going to overcharge right now. And I'm only skill tier 2, by the way. I'm going to get away from that radius, though. Oh, I can use it again. There it is. Boom. Oh, shit. Whoops. keep them back for a minute. Oh shit, there's that fucking machine. There we go, I can use it again, I think. Nope. Thought it procced. Yeah, you just stay back there. These idiots are gonna run into my trap in a minute. Come on in. Oh shit. I gotta get him up.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Whew. I'm telling you, that hack step protocol saved my life. And now there's some good shit. Um, there we go. There we go. The fact that I'm playing on Legendary is great. I mean, to me, having all the directives on is great, but I mean, it doesn't mean anything different. It's still the same. It's just you don't have certain things. You're just taking things away. I don't know. I'm a little up in the air about that one. I think there's some things that are just not worth it. There's quite a bit of directives that are not worth it, but anyways, I've had all directives on once, and I've done it. It's just, I don't see it feasible. Maybe for the XP, that's it. I still see the same rolls. I don't know. I'm up in the air on that one. I think they just need to fix the loot in general. I mean, the fact that I'm even playing, I have one directive on right now, that's it. I don't really care about the XP. But the fact that I'm actually surviving in Legendary is better than most. That's all that matters, really, to me. I don't care if there's like every directive's on. Yeah. Yeah. See, what a lot of people don't realize on Legendary, they think, they see a red and they're like, oh, that's a red. Those reds, though, they can hit just as hard as those yellows on Legendary. Maybe not on Heroic, but on Legendary, they fucking hit just as hard. I didn't think that until I tried it. And my point exactly right there. No. You bitch ass.
Sights are blocked here. Tango, under fire. Hostile. Got a KIA.
And you want to know what's funny about this whole situation that I'm in right now? I'm not. I only have 2 skill tiers. And I'm overcharging. I'm actually after... Yes. Yeah. Yeah. This is the one I'm at, though. Fenris Group AB. I'm after that for a specific reason. There is a... Well, first of all, I want to use my capacitor in a build that I want to use. But I'm using system corruption and I'm surviving on Legendary, regardless of how many directives they're on. That's fucking amazing, in my opinion. I have about 2 or 3 on. I do, but when I want to farm, if I find that, because I usually put Ragers on, and Ragers makes them even harder, because when you kill one, the other one gets like an overheal, right? Or the other ones get overheals. And it's really fucking annoying because then they get really hard. Usually I do Fog of War and the Ragers one normally, but I took it off. No, that's what I mean. Like I've tried it, and yeah, you do get some god rolls. You know, to be honest, let's be honest here. If you put it on heroic, even without the directives, for some reason, god rolled stuff drops quite a bit. I mean, it's sad to say that, but it's true. I've gotten most of my god rolls on heroic, and I'm not even kidding. And even still, when I switch it down sometimes to just speed up the process, I still find god roll things on heroic, and it's weird. It shouldn't be like that, but unfortunately, they don't want to fix that apparently. But maybe they will in the next stuff they drop. Hopefully, hopefully they do a lot of things. But who knows? And yes, you're right. Like I'm farming this stuff right here, and like I find when I open those boxes, like not the big boxes, but the little green ones, and they usually have gear in it. Even though I'm targeting this gear, I could get this, I could get this, I could get this. It's usually everything but this. I mean, sometimes I get what I actually want, but for the most part, when you open those little green boxes in the rooms, not the big ones, because the big ones usually have a guaranteed piece that you're looking for. Well, not that you're looking for, but that brand usually is for sure in there. But the smaller boxes, they seem to drop different stuff, other than what you're targeting. So I think they should just fix the targeted loot so that if you're playing it on Legendary... So, I would suggest if they're going to have directives... Oh yeah, I know. Me too, that's what I'm saying. But the directives, what they should do is if it's on Legendary, obviously the chances of getting a really good god rolled thing should be fucking increased like tenfold. But as you add directives, you know what I mean? Like the percentage should gradually rise. This is system corruption. This is a build that I was playing. So I want to just explain this real quick. So normally, everybody has always been under the assumption that you have to be skill tier 6 to overcharge. Because you do, for the most part. If you're using the Acosta backpack or you're using I think it's called Future Perfect, you have to be skill tier 6 to overcharge, or you won't. And I've tested this because I put the Acosta backpack on, and I've tried to overcharge at lower levels, and it says that you're overcharging, but when you actually look at the skill, you're not overcharging. These gloves, on the other hand, I don't even have to have this other piece of yellow on. I could be just those gloves, and I can overcharge at any time. Like, I don't have to be skill tier 6, and I can get overcharged, which is amazing. And I know a lot of people, there is some people that do know this. I know a lot of people that don't, though. I've surprised a couple of people that were like, whoa, what? You can overcharge? Here, let me show you. And just to show you, just to prove it, I'll throw out my skill right now. You can see, so you can see the skill level, right? It's skill tier 2. Skill tier 2, right? So I'm going to overcharge. I'm only skill tier 2, by the way. Let me throw it out. See that symbol right there? That's overcharge, baby. Yeah, I can overcharge at skill tier 1 or 2. Or any, for that matter. Here's what it does affect, though. If I'm not skill tier 6 and I have people with me, I will only overcharge me. That's how it works. It allows you to overcharge. That's great, though, because Energize, Future Perfect, or whatever, and the backpack, the Acosta backpack, none of those will let you do this. They will say that you're overcharging, but you're not. When you look at the skill, you're only whatever skill tier you are. It doesn't give you overcharge. The BTSU gloves are the only ones that allow you to do this. So, why do you think I incorporated it into my build? So here's what I did. System corruption, right? I got the backpack on to give me 100% bonus armor. And I put the chest piece on because it has perfectly skilled, which gives me a 30% chance for my skills to cool down right away, instantly. And then I'm using the BTSU gloves that give me overcharge every minute, I think it is. It says 120 seconds, but that's game time, 120 seconds. In real time, I think it's about a minute. I think I counted it. It's either 45 seconds or a minute. So you can use that, and it gives you, so just a little rundown of the damage. So I'm skill tier 2. I get 2 extra stinger chargers, 40% damage, 10% range, 10% drone speed, 140% health on that stinger hive. Now let's go down. Let's see what happens when I overcharge it. 6 stinger charges, 200% damage, 100% range, 80% drone speed, 420% health, 300% skill haste. So, is it worth it? Oh, fuck yeah. I'm only skill tier 2. That's a huge jump in damage. From 40 to 200%? Like, that's crazy. And the range. I'm going from 10% range to to 100% range. That's a 90% boost. And the drone speed is crazy. It's worth it because it can save your life. It did. It did. I just did it a minute ago. It saved my life. They were starting to rush me, and I overcharged and murdered them because I used that to my advantage while I was shooting them because they were too busy. They were too busy worrying about my skills. If you can keep somebody busy with your skills and they're too busy worrying about that, you know, because remember, system corruption also comes with a nice little bonus, right? So when I hit that, oh, where is it? Let's just read it. So you obviously it replaces your armor kits. You get something called a hack step protocol, which can be used every 20 seconds because I'm not using the chest piece, or it would have been 15 seconds. It's not a big deal. 5 seconds, but whatever. It repairs 20% of your armor, and it grants 50% bonus armor and hides your nameplate for 5 seconds. I don't care about that part. It also increases your total weapon damage by 1% for every 5% bonus armor gain. So I'm using, when I activate it, because I'm using the chest piece, I get 100% bonus armor instead of 50, because that's the talent. It's called multi-threaded execution. So I should get the maximum 20% damage. Every time I pop that thing. And can that make a big difference with my pestilence? Oh yeah. Yeah, big time. Even with just 2 reds, it increases my pestilence by a lot when I start bleeding them. And I've got overcharge on my side as well. Right, I can do that. So if I get in a jam, I can use my overcharge and annihilate whatever's in front of me. I already got that. It's not something you see a lot of, let me tell you that. Like, you see system corruption builds, and you're going to see people telling you how to run it. But have you ever seen it run like this? I guarantee you probably have not. I guarantee you probably have not. Ever. Because nobody would think to use that way. And if somebody else looked at this build, they'd be like, oh, okay. They don't understand, you know what I mean? They just don't get it. The first thing they're going to say is, well, it's not really a lot of damage, and you're using the pestilence and blah, blah, blah. Guess what? I kill things just fine with this thing. I mean, I can put on a build where I can do like 1.4 or 1.5 million a tick, but my survivability is going to be like 2% on legendary. If they rush me, I'm screwed if I use another build, like an all red build. Even if I turned all red build into an armor build, like they were originally red builds, it's still going to get killed. People think that if you stack armor till you get to like 2 million armor, you're great. You're gonna live. And they think, oh, just stack some armor regen on there and you're fine. But if you got 3 shotgunners rushing you on legendary, I don't care how much fucking armor regen you have on you. Fucking get you and they corner you, you're dead. With this, the way I'm running it, at least I have a chance to survive. If they do rush me, I can throw my skills at them and keep them busy while I pump them full of lead. And by the time my skills run out, they're dead. Because the NPCs don't like skills. So when they see them, they get all flustered and they try to take them out. Just like humans, different than fucking NPCs. Especially in the dark zone. It's hilarious. You throw a stinger hive at somebody and they just get all like, oh my god, oh, I gotta take that thing out. And meanwhile, you're sitting there going, okay, buddy, you're dead. Like, he's too busy with your shit, right? It's kind of funny to watch. I took supply drop. He had just got done killing about 8 people in the dark zone, and I literally saw him from a distance. I think I was using this one. Started shooting him. He didn't know where I was shooting from, first of all, and then I threw a skill at him and chased him. It didn't take long though, because the pestilence killed him. He was dumb enough to try to figure out where I was, so he was looking around, and I was hitting him with the pestilence like crazy. I ended up getting 50 stacks on him, and he just died so quick. He tried to rush towards me, and I could see his health just going bye-bye, and down he went, dead. And he tried to pull out his shield. Shield noob. Yes, I said that right. I called them shield noobs. They rely on their shield for a lot of their damage. Well, their shield and vigilance, right? That's their main thing. They pull their shield out, that means they're doing one of two things. They're either running Intimidate and Adrenaline Rush, or they're running Unbreakable and Vigilance. Why they're running Unbreakable, I mean, I guess you could survive, sort of. But if you put enough DPS into somebody, it's not gonna matter. They're gonna fucking die anyways, especially the Pestilence. Even if you trigger his Unbreakable, if you've got 50 stacks of Pestilence on him, he's still gonna die, no matter what. But what they're trying to go for is they know that if you just hit their shield, Vigilance will not deactivate. So make sure that if you're taking these shield noobs out and you're in the dark zone, make sure you're running like a jammer pulse, because you want to break his shield, because these shield noobs don't get it. All right, when your shield breaks, you get staggered for like 2 seconds and you can't fight back. And I don't know, they just don't get it. They just keep running the same fucking build anyways. But it's kind of funny to watch. Oh, and the other thing with this build, here's a good thing to know. So for 3 pieces, I get 40% disrupt and pulse resistance, and each gear specialization gives you 50%. So let's do the math there. What do you think we got? We got 90% pulse resistance automatically, which means spotter builds are probably not going to work on me. Most of the time, they're not going to work on me. There's like a really slim chance it might, and a really slim chance it might. I could easily rectify that by throwing like some hazard protection on, just 10%. Say it, because I've had people, not saying it doesn't work on me, but I've had people that have done it like and tried it and it didn't work. And if you're running a shield build and somebody can't disrupt you, they can't break your shield. Now, I could easily put a shield on, but I don't want to. I don't like shields. I still think they're a liability because when they do break, somehow or another, they're going to break. It doesn't matter even if somebody cannot disrupt you, they can still break your shield by shooting at it. And if, you know what I mean? And their shield, the health is not going to be that great. Not in the DZ. Everything gets nerfed in the DZ. If you look at, for example of what gets nerfed in the DZ, you go from like, I think you get 55% of your armor back. And when you're outside of the DZ, you get like, well, if you're using perfect, you get 100% back. But, and it's 55. And I think the other one's 50. So it's not hard to break someone's shield. Even if they tried to get smart and use the shield, it wouldn't matter. You want to deactivate vigilance, just aim for their feet. Right? Because that little shield that they're wearing doesn't cover their feet. It's like really exposed. That's all you have to do is hit them in the fucking foot. Now, I could run this a different way too. I could also run this with, put the chest piece on, which would give me the quicker cooldown. And I could put the memento backpack on this and make it really crazy. But I like it this way. I can think of quite a few different combinations of this gear set. This is a gear set that's very, very, very much not used very much because people are all about like, you know, let's wear all yellows and maybe an exotic. And most likely it's probably going to be like the tardigrade or the coyote mask. But they hate this because just for wearing this, you pretty much guarantee that it's not going to work. Which means that he's not really going to be after you. He's going to be after whoever else is not running something like this, who only has that 50%. Now, here's my question. If you can make yourself have, I think it's 100% hazard protection. Why can't you make it so that your status effects trump that? Like if you jack up your status effects high enough, they should be able to go over that. They should be able to get around that hazard protection. It should be like a counter to it. There needs to be because status effect builds are kind of useless because if somebody just runs hazard protection, it's not gonna work. I mean, that just kind of seems pointless, in my opinion, to even have a status effect if somebody could just do that. I think what they need to do is they need to bring the hazard protection cap down, like they did in the Division 1. Because if you remember, it was quite high in the Division 1, and they had to lower it down because people were getting really pissed off at the fact that they were trying to make builds, they weren't working. Me being one of them, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, all he has to do is put, like, I think it's 60% was the cap, and your shit's not going to work on him. Good luck. And if everybody does that, boom, you know what I mean? Like, what's the point? It just makes them, you might as well take them out of the game because they're useless. Or cap it, just like you did with fucking critical hit chance. There's no reason why we need to have like 100% hazard protection in this game. It just defeats the purpose. Oh, what's going on over here? This is a big guy for sure. I'm gonna back up some. Oh. I think it's the fire guy. Let me see. What do we got here? I don't really want to kill him right away. I want to work on his asshole. Come on, walk forward.
Incoming backup request.
I'm gonna have to take this guy out, unfortunately. See, that right there should not be fucking... They shouldn't be able to do that. That's where he just kicked my fucking skill and broke it. No. I think that's horse shit when they do that. So we're gonna back up because he's got stinger hives. Do 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 do. Surprise, motherfucker. What a dumbass. That's the thing about the reds, and the reds on legendary hit just as hard as the yellows, so you got to be careful. You know, you see a red, you're like, I'll just stand here and shoot at them. Yeah, no, not a good idea, because they can hit just as hard as the yellows, so they can drop you just as quick. They just need like they only need about 2 shots on you to do some really good damage. I think that's the one thing that people misunderstand when they play on legendaries. They think that it's, you know, I don't have a lot of DPS, but for the ones that do, they're like, I'm just gonna run in here, I'm gonna kill everything with my DPS, and then they get rushed by like 3 or 4 shotgunners and find out just how bad that the idea was because they just got fucked. Um, yeah, that's a big difference. And I can guarantee you, I can run any build on Legendary. And I know people out there that have like only certain Legendary builds. I can make any build work without a problem. There's a couple of little things that you just need to do to make that happen. Now, I'm just running this build the way I'm running it because I think it's cool. I like it. But if I was really running this the way I wanted to run it, like normally, I'd be able to use my repair skills and I'd be able to just stand there and probably shoot at them without a problem. That's the problem. I see very limited, like, I see certain builds out there, and I see there's a limitation, right? Because everybody's like, oh, only these builds are the ones that work on Legendary. I'm gonna say, no, that's bullshit. Any build can survive on Legendary if you build it the proper way. Any build. I don't care what color it is. Obviously, don't make it purple. But I mean, like, yellow, green. If you want to use Striker, I'm using System Corruption and surviving no problem. Like, there you go. Here's a build that you don't even see people running, really. How many times have you ran into somebody in with System Corruption on? Like maybe once or twice. Exactly. People don't understand how powerful this gear set really is. I don't think so. Kind of like Tip of the Spear. Tip of the Spear is a really powerful gear set, just not viable right now because you can't use your can't use your special weapons in the Dark Zone. But that's about to change because when they drop this content, if they drop it all at once, um, they were redoing the specializations, and they did mention that they're going to bring. It might not be right away, but they said they were bringing the special weapons back to the Dark Zone so that they're actually, you know, viable again. I see a severe nerf coming to them because they're so powerful. That's just my opinion, though. But it is going to make Tip of the Spear viable in PvP more so than it was before. Right? Because some people just ran it for the weapon damage. I personally wouldn't run it just for the weapon damage. It's just not worth it. 10% weapon damage. Who cares, right? Again, I have a build for that. Right here. Here's my Tip of the Spear build. And when they bring it back to PvP, it's going to be nasty. Because I've got repair skills all over the place. I've got incoming, and all repairs. And the chill out mask, I don't think you can get it anymore. I think they turned that off. Because I've killed a couple of those loot goblin guys and whatever you want to call them. I call them that because it's the same thing as Diablo 3. They're loot goblins, but they're agents or something now. Loot agents or something. Same thing. They drop shit, just like the loot goblin does in Diablo 3. I just gotta make sure that yeah, okay. I could hear the little ch-ch-ch-ch, little clan. I thought, what the hell is that? He's got a weird symbol above his head. And then when I shot him, I realized he was dropping gear, and I was like, oh, are you kidding me? Did they seriously rip that off of friggin' Diablo 3? They certainly did. But whatever, I guess it's kind of cool. But anyways, the chill out mask, when this first dropped, it didn't have the brand set stuff. It was just literally whatever you see here before that, after that, sorry, just the core attributes and the attributes. That's it. um, I want on again. Where is it? I'm not even remember. Yeah, there it is. That's the right one. Anyways, yeah, this is the right one. Anyways, they just fixed it recently where they put the thing back on, the brand set thing. Oh shit, I put it on the wrong fucking one. Whoops. You gotta go through this thing here. Not a problem, I can go all the way down. Like turbo. Gotta go back up. There we go. We got on the right mask now. There we go. Now I have some special ammo. They hit like a dump truck. They stayed back because they didn't want to come near me. I shouldn't need to do that. Where's that other guy coming from? Now the thing you gotta watch out with those guys is they like to spam grenades. Frick. I use this. I need that.
How many times do I have to kill these division?
Oh my god, that was cool. Who's running?
Watch my six. I'm reloading.
Shit. I'm gonna die.
Serious trauma detected.
Wait a minute.
Get away!
Okay. That's how you fucking advance on that asshole. Oh, there we go. Now he's gonna run. You know why he's gonna run? Because he fucking knows. The minute I get that, he's in fucking trouble. He knows that. Come on, dickhead. Get that spread. Spread. I need to take advantage of that. I gotta take that out. Take advantage of that shit. Come on, dickhead. I need to make my way over to those fucking things.
Up your ass! Right here! Enemies back in the fight! In here!
It's annoying.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
This is annoying. I just want to kill them off. I don't care if it takes me a minute. Patience is what wins battles. Not being a fucking Rambo.
Gotta find better cover!
Missed it.
I'm pinned down!
Patience is what, I don't know, everybody else thinks that you just need to rush in there and kill shit. Well, if that was a real situation and you rushed in there, you'd be deader than a door now. Most of the people that you see on Legendary, there's the odd person here and there, but most of the people you see on Legendary, they usually farm when they're here. They usually farm with people, right? And I'm by myself. So the fact that I'm doing this is great. Because most of the videos I see, that's not a problem. I have a huge list of people I could bring with me, but I prefer to work alone. I work better that way. DZ, same thing. I usually don't group up. I'm by myself, and I still kill people quite easily. You know why? Because I don't have to worry about my liabilities, aka the other people on my team. Not to say that teamwork's not great, but let's face it, I'm always having to wonder what's going on with them. If I get rid of that problem, I don't have it, right? When I'm farming, I usually when I'm farming, I like to be by myself. I don't know why. It's just the way I am. I work better anyways. Well, like if I was playing like a raid, obviously I'm not gonna play by myself. But I mean, for farming shit, it's just I don't know, because you're waiting, right? Like I'm used to just like killing shit, going to the next spot, killing shit, going to the next spot. When you have a group, you know, you've got multiple people having shit laying around, and they're like trying to figure out what's going on, and you're like, Jesus Christ, let's go. Give me 1 second. Anyways, I think I've acquired some pieces. Let me see. I could have swore I did. I might not have picked them up though. No, I didn't. This is really annoying. This stupid thing keeps popping up on my thing.
Safe area detected.
Okay, where are we? Let's see what I have for resources. Let's see what I can do. Can I do anything with this? No, these four I know for sure. This could, I could change that.
Best gear in the city. Come
Yeah,
take a
no,
look.
it isn't.
Agent in need of backup.
So back to my system corruption build. Now, I'm gonna run this, not this way. I'm gonna run it this way. I'll figure that out in a minute. Use the multi-threaded ones.
Hey, you looking for some?
What the hell is this? Now, let me see what I can do with this. Let's change that status effects to something else.
Good to see you.
We need you to secure a skyscraper. This may take a while. Hope you cleared your schedule.
I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep the skill piece on my chest because it can come in handy. In a pinch, it can come in handy. see if anybody's in the hallway here. Sometimes there is. You gotta be careful. I learned that mistake a long time ago. Ran into this room like this, and there was guys right here, and there was three of them. Sorry, there was four of them. Three of the four were shotgunners, and they were all yellow guys. Like, so they were all gold elites. And I made it to about here, and they were like right here in a circle. And I think I got to about here, and I was dead. So, that's the other thing. Oh, don't rush into rooms. Just because it looks empty does not mean it is empty. Give me 1 second. I gotta run upstairs for a second. by that. Okay, so I think this guy is about to come in the room with me. I see him right there.
I could do this all day. Target is here. Can't move. I can't move. Enemy is on the fight. Enemy is back in the fight.
Come on, get up.
Weapons up. Reloading. Enemy is on their feet.
That's what that's good for.
I'll get you for that, huh?
I told you, piece of shit. Thank you. We got his robot. He's like, oh, I'm going to get you, motherfucker. Oi. Fucking ninja. Oi. Fuck you. Die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die. It's like, please repair me, bitch. Sorry, you're out of service, bitch. So sorry, buddy. Alright, come on. I know you motherfuckers aren't done coming. Where's our hero? Here he comes. Oh, hello. Bitch. Season level up. Oh, what have I... Okay. What have I done so far? Probably nothing. Oops, no, what do I... We are... Where are we? We're here? Oh, there we go. Sorry, I was pressing the wrong one. Okay, that's why I keep picking up that shit. I forgot it was Walker and Harris. Not that I really care, but... And the Eclipse... What else? Walker, Eclipse... I think this was mostly Walker and Eclipse, wasn't it? Yeah, there's there's perfect adrenaline rush right there. Yeah, I've already got her. I've already got the Mantis, but you can get it again. Just seeing what they have. Chain Killer. There's the Vile Mask. You can get it again. Okay. So, here's my problem. I noticed this too. So you go through these. It's kind of cool. Good idea. But they skip something for reward for those that don't have the thing. They get nothing. And then they get nothing again here. If you don't have the season pass, you don't get it. I didn't get into the, I didn't go for the year 2 season pass, to be honest, because I could care less. Because it's to me, this is exactly what I mean. It's really not, in my opinion, worth it. Then you got 2 more levels right here that are, you get nothing if you're on the ordinary track. Same thing again. It gets worse though. Watch. So now we have 1, 2, 3. Back to 2. Once we get to about, yeah, I think we're starting to get there. 1 there, just 3 again. 4. 4 again. 4 again. 4 again. Like 4 again, like seriously. All those levels that they, or yeah, all those levels that they are blank like that for the top track, they should have put something there anyways. They should not have let it blank. Like, that's retarded. Why would you leave it blank? And I mean, let's be honest here. If you're gonna make a season 2 pass, then you better start fucking fixing the game. That way it's worth it, and make it better. Like, I'm looking through that pass and I'm going, not really that great. Even if you were like, if you were on the bottom track, you would get the season pass stuff, right? You know what's funny about this is you do this, you put this on legendary, and you do this, and it drops okay shit. Sometimes it gives you a god roll. But then if you actually do a legendary mission, there's a good chance you're gonna get some fucking god rolled shit. Way better than here, obviously. head up. Come on. Of course, he fucking stays down until. Let's see if I can reach him from here. Yep, I can. Fucking bitch. I need to take him out because he's gonna spam grenades. Let's try that fucker. Sniping.
Incoming backup request.
Got a present for you, bitch. Well, that's more than your armor's gonna come apart. Uh-oh. The best way to do it is get that armor back up.
Serious trauma detected.
See, hacked up protocol saves your fucking life so many times. When you oh, I just jumped right into that shit. I thought it was coming at me and I jumped backwards right into the fucking grenade. Great. Lovely. That was not cool. Oops, I went the wrong way. I haven't heard Twinkle Pants in a while. The little loot goblin guy. He usually comes out every so often. The shotgun. Hey, Twinkle Pants. Excuse me? Did you see that? Was I the only one that was looking at that? That was not cool at all. So I had all those pestilence stacks on that shotgunner, and all of a sudden they stopped. That's not normal. There's definitely something going on in this game that needs to be addressed. And it's I don't know. It's been happening a lot lately.
Put him down.
Oh shit.
His armor's coming apart. Changing
Oh, yours is coming apart, buddy. I love it. And that's one of the reasons why I like using the pestilence, is because of the fact that it can do damage
Jammer here!
back. It can do damage over time.
I could use this all day. I need another angle.
Come on, stick your fucking head up. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's been some weird stuff with the pestilence, like I said, going on lately. Like, for example, a second thing just happened there, if you noticed. I had so many stacks on that guy, and then when I went to shoot him again, his stacks didn't run out, but when I hit him again, his stacks reset, and they shouldn't have, because he was like the stacks hadn't run out. So there's two issues I've seen lately with the pestilence, and it's just recently that this started happening. So whatever they've done, they need to fucking fix it, because that's nothing's more annoying than getting 50 stacks of pestilence on somebody, and then all of a sudden just it's still there, but it stops bleeding them for some reason. Rule number one: this room looks empty. It probably is, but don't take that as a great. Yeah, don't fucking run into that room. I had made that mistake already. I fucking ran into a shotgun fucking fest. That was not cool. Let's just say I didn't get very far. But I wasn't running system corruption, so.
Nearby. Immediate medical assistance needed.
He's not gonna get me. No, he's not. What am I talking about? See, that's the thing. It's you're always doubting this gear set, right? Like system corruption, like, oh fuck, I'm dead, and then all of a sudden it saves your life. Or you get killed by that asshole who knows that you're, down. You need to get out of his sight. He's probably gonna go run to his bitch to heal up. Save me. Hell no, bitch. Need to get that shit down. Should be able to get it down. Just when you think you're down. See how those secret mines can save your life? Now, I don't know what's around this corner. But I didn't, yeah, I didn't. Yeah. Something I don't want around that corner. I got a sniper there. Just around the, yeah, see him? He's right there. So I definitely don't want to run out of this room. Like, look at that. Did you see that? Did you just see that a minute ago? That did over 1,000,000 damage to that guy. And I'm not even... I've only got one skill tier. That just did 3 million. That just did 3 million. Okay. So the point is, I got the contractor's gloves on because I'm using the pestilence. I've got this on because I want to be able to have secret mines that were pretty much they're procking quite a bit actually. Not constantly like they were. So I think what I'm going to do with this mod is I'm just going to give myself just a smidge of skill haste. Now you see that you see what I mean right there?
Agent killed.
You see what I mean right there? My stack stopped bleeding that fucking shotgunner, which allowed the other ones to come in and kill me. Which is horseshit. He should have been dead. He should have been dead from the bleed. But it keeps stopping, and I'm not sure why it keeps doing that. This is recently. I've noticed this recently. There's a couple of things. Like I said, there's that, and then there's the resetting of the stacks. guys have used the pestilence before, I'm sure you have, but when you switch guns and you've got a pestilence bleed on somebody, you can come back to your pestilence and keep those stacks refreshed. But lately, what's been happening is if I switch my guns and I go back to my pestilence and I have a bleed on somebody, it resets the stacks completely. Completely resets the stacks. Now, I don't know, I didn't see anything in the patch notes that said that they did that to the pestilence, so it's definitely a bug if that's the case. When they when they did this last update they did, wasn't anything major, just a couple fixes, but usually when they fix something, they usually break something at the same time. They have a pretty good track record of. I've noticed that a lot lately, actually. I've done it in the Dark Zone too. I had 50 stacks on this guy, and he was bleeding like crazy. And then all of a sudden, my stacks just, like, they stopped killing him. They just stopped dead. Like, you could see the timer was like over half, and there was nothing happening. And it's happening in missions too as well. And it wasn't doing this before. So I'm just wondering what they've done. I'm definitely going to be submitting a bug report, because that's really annoying when you should be killing something and it just like ignores that. It's like, nope, I'm going to just like stop bleeding this guy so he can kill you. How about no, he should have been dead. See, if that would have killed him like it should have, then the stacks would have spread and it would have kind of staggered the guy that it jumped onto, and I would have time to react. But I had no time to react because, I mean, first of all, he shocked me, and secondly, the bleeds didn't kill that guy like they should have. They just stopped bleeding him. So, I'm going to have to see where their site is so I can report that bug, because that needs to be fixed. If they're going to happening along with the new content, I'll be pretty pissed. Nope. I've noticed this a lot lately. What's this? I would have rather died at least fairly. Like, it would have killed him like it should have and then spread to the other guy. I wanted to see what would have happened if that would have done what it should have done instead of stopping in its tracks for some reason. I think I might have had a fighting chance there, because it allowed them to shock me when I was paying attention to him and he wasn't bleeding anymore, and he should have been. Because with this build, I think, yeah. So with this build, when I get 50 stacks on somebody, they usually bleed for about 3 something, right? But when I hit them with when I activate my hack step protocol and then I shoot them again, basically I'm adding damage to what's already there. My stacks go over 500,000 per click. So there's a great increase when this hack step protocol greatly increases the bleed. If I went all damage on this, I'd probably die anyways on legendary, or I might live. I doubt it, but I'd probably be hitting for quite more than that. But I think 500,000 a tick is, and I can tell you this from experience because I killed somebody the other day in the Dark Zone using it. It's more than enough to kill somebody. Put it that way. It's more than enough to kill somebody. I've already proven that in the Dark Zone the other day. I killed this guy. I only had to get 50. I only got him fully stacked, and just basically watched him die. I didn't even chase him. I just watched him die. I could see his armor going down, and he was trying to heal, but the pestilence was so strong that he didn't have enough time to heal. But I could see the ticks coming off him, and they were quite high. So I know you don't have to be all damaged to kill somebody with the pestilence. No, hell no. The build I'm using right now is perfect. Now, if I was in the dark zone, I would probably switch this up to the explosive one or the fire one. Probably the explosive one because it's easier to get people with. And I'm not even a skill build, but it would still do some good damage. Even if he had hazard protection on and he wasn't bleeding, he would still receive quite a bit of damage, even though I'm only skill tier 1. But I have added something to this build that makes it a little bit better, which is the contractor's gloves, which gives me the 8% damage to armor. Now, you can do this multiple ways. I mean, I could get rid of this, throw on the chest piece for system corruption, and then just, yeah, let's try that. Throw this on, and put these on instead. So now I have two things that the Pestilence loves. I have damage to armor, and I have damage to targets out of cover, which matches my Pestilence, which gives me 14% damage to armor and 20% to damage to targets out of cover. This should make a big difference, actually. But I'm going to have to go back to my healing shit if I'm going to do that. Because it's, I mean, what's the point, right? So I can get rid of that skill haste. Actually, you know what? Go back up. I'm going to throw an incoming repair on that, which should give me 56. And then my heals are not going to be the greatest. They might be, I don't know. I don't think so. But when those guys rush me now, they're going to fucking wish they didn't rush me. Because I'm going to have damage to targets out of cover twice and damage to armor twice. Which is going to make a big difference. Especially when I activate Hack Step Protocol. Which is going to be more often because I'm using chest piece. So when you use the chest piece, you have to wait for 20 seconds. But when you're using the chest piece, it gets reduced to 15 seconds. So you can use it more often. I like it because it's infinite, right? So I don't have to worry about, you know, running around and getting fucking med kits. I don't need to worry about that. I've always got them. It's just I have to wait for 15 seconds every time I want to use one. So it kind of forces you to fucking fight smart, right? Because you don't want to be Rambo and then use your hack step protocol and then, you know, they melt through your bonus armor and, you know, now you're going shit. I gotta wait 15 seconds. Whereas you could just stay in cover, use it as needed. Oh shit. Bye, bitch. Oh, I heard that. I got friends coming for me. Oh, hi. Bye, bitch. Where's your friends? I can smell you. I knew I smelled shit.
Target! Down!
got a little healing thing down, do they? Where'd you put your little station? Where'd you put your little girlfriend? Oh, I see it. I see it. See, and that's the other thing that I've noticed right there. As you noticed, that nothing happened when I did that. That's not what's supposed to happen.
Taking the shot. I'm reloading. Neutralize the target.
See shit from here.
Well, you're just trying to get an angle on me, aren't you, motherfucker?
Get back.
That's not gonna happen.
I'll take it out.
Don't run.
Vital signs critical.
That was close.
What? You throw... So that's why you do that. You throw your fucking... You throw your healing hive towards the enemy and then run at them. And if you got good enough heals, it's not going to matter. You just activate your hack... And you save your hack step protocol for this moment, too. Because when he tries to melt your armor, you'll just get it right back. Because you're running the backpack, so you're getting 100% bonus armor. Trust me, by the time they even get your bonus armor half down, you've already killed them. But there was another thing that just happened there now, I just noticed as well. So when I killed his skill, what normally happens when it's not fucked up is it should have spread to one of the other enemies. Because I killed the skill, it's supposed to spread no matter what. But for some reason lately, a couple of things, like I just said, have happened. Either it doesn't tick, or it resets the ticks when it shouldn't. And then the third thing is it's not spreading like it should sometimes. When you kill a skill, it should definitely, whoever dropped that skill that's nearby, because it's got a 25-meter radius, so the guy was definitely close enough to be getting spread, for it to spread to him, and it wasn't. So I've got a nice little lengthy thing that I'm going to be typing out and submitting, and I'm going to take some snippets from this stream and say, hey guys, want to fix that? Because that's really annoying when I'm trying to use a weapon and it's not working like it should. I don't know what you guys broke, but fix it please. As amongst the other things, I'm not going to bitch at them about the game because, you know, it's not hard to make a game, or it's not easy to make a game. Just like it's not easy to do other things, but that's besides the point. I don't know if anybody's noticed it because probably nobody's probably noticed it because they're not using it, right? And that's how most things get overlooked, is because it is something major, but it's not something very many people are using, so they don't really care because it's not mentioned enough. That's how it works in this industry. You've got to, if there's a problem, there's got to be enough people bitching about it before they'll do something about it. Otherwise, they'll just be like, oh, it's a minority, so it can't be really affecting everybody. So therefore, that's not a priority. And that's exactly what's going to happen if I submit this bug report. It's going to be put at the back burner, well, obviously. But at least they know about it. That's the whole point. What I don't like is when people... I'm going to say this as nicely as I can, and I'm not mentioning names. That's for you to figure out. Some people who stream, this makes me very angry. Some people who stream, they like to make videos about glitches in the game. And that drives me nuts. Because it ruins the game, first of all. And people get turned off when they see that. They're like, I was gonna play that game, but I saw this, and it's like, why should I play it now? I just wish. I just wish. So these are YouTubers, by the way. These are other YouTubers, sorry, creators, whatever you want to call yourself, um, that are doing this. There's like, they're capitalizing on glitches in the game. They're going, hey, I can get a lot of views if I tell people about this. You know what I mean? And I don't really care so much that they're getting the views. It's what they're doing to the game when they do that, right? They're turning off so many people from the game because people are like, oh, that's I'm not gonna play that game because that's bullshit. You can do this. This game is very unique in the sense that it is you. It's not just one thing you can do in the game. There's many things you can do in the game. You can go for raids. You can farm. You can just run around killing shit for no reason. You don't really have to have a reason, but there's always something to do. Whether you've done it 100 times or not, you have to admit there's something to do all the time. You can find something to do in this game. You don't have to go to the dark zone. You don't have to play conflict if that's bothering you and people want to just, ruin the game experience for you by telling you shit that they should just shut up about and tell the devs, not you. Because they're teaching you, basically, they're teaching you these glitches, right? And then it's making the game worse because now more people know about it, so more people are probably going to do it. Because they're like, hey, I know how to be a god in the dark zone. Just use this build because it's really cheesy and the devs don't know that this actually does this when it shouldn't. And I'm, or something like that. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know there's many problems in the game that people are taking advantage of. But yeah, it does drive me nuts. And we need to do something about it as a community. We need to put a stop to that shit. They should. I mean, it's hard to police it, but if you see it, fuck, don't let it go. This is your game too. I'd be awful pissed if I paid money for a game. Not that it's, very much these days, but imagine, like, this shit's been happening for a while. Imagine, you just bought a shiny new game and somebody goes, hey, check this out. You can cheat and do this by doing this. You feel like you're cheated out of your money. At least I would. Like, oh, that's, save that shit for the devs. If there's a fucking issue like that and it's like a damage glitch or something, then submit a bug report. Don't fucking go onto YouTube and make a video about it and monetize and make money off of it. That drives me fucking nuts. I would never do that shit. And I can honestly say that I would never do that shit. Even if I had even if I had like 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 or whatever, I still wouldn't tell people how to do shit like that. Because A, it's going to ruin their experience. Or number two, they're going to start doing it. And then when you go in the dark zone, you're going to be pissed because you just taught people shit. Shit that's bad. It's not good. Like somebody was, let me just get out of here. Somebody was telling me the other day that there's a bug in the game where you can have unlimited fucking secret mines, and I think the same person made that same stream or that same build video. I'm not mentioning names because I don't do that, but you can probably figure it out.
Entering safe area.
Again, drives me nuts. And it works, and as far as I know, it's working everywhere, so it doesn't matter if you're in the dark zone, wherever. And people are fucking learning how to do it. Hey. Do 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 do. Oh, we're running technician. Are you getting dizzy yet? Anyways. This game, I'm hoping this game is going to get better soon. People got to stop getting antsy. It takes time to do shit. I understand that. I'm excited that there's new stuff coming out, but I don't want them to rush it. If it's not going to work, then just delay it until it does. I'd rather that than them bring out a half-ass shit and, you know, it's broken. I just wish people would chill the fuck out and stop rushing them. Takes time. Shit takes time, like everything does. You don't just magically get good overnight, and you're, you know, like stuff like that. Things don't happen overnight. Although some people think they do. I mean, there is people that are lucky, and then they have great success on things instantly, and then there's most people, which I would say the average person, it takes time. Even if your personality is great, even if your personality is great and you know how to talk to people, that doesn't mean shit. If you don't have that little special thing that seems to, you know, pull people in, then you got to work on it. Listen, talking to yourself is fine. As long as you don't answer yourself, you're not crazy.
Stop talking to yourself. Other people are gonna think you're crazy.
See, you're wrong. If you answer yourself, yes, they're gonna think you're crazy. But if you don't, she's got to learn the difference.
Hello, Agent. Pleasure to see you.
Perfectly calculated. I have that one. Headshots grant 30% skill repair for 15 seconds. Is there any cooldown on that? This is a very, very interesting talent. Hits grant a stack of 1% accuracy and stability. At 100 stacks, consumes them to refill the magazine. Okay, so you're still going to go through at least a couple magazines before that happens. But still, I'm thinking accuracy and stability is pretty. You can get it all the way up to like 100 stacks. That's crazy. Not enough space to buy this. Okay, well, we'll make that room. Let's put some shit away. We'll put this away. We'll put this away. Not sure about this one here. I'd like to take this for a test drive first. I'm really liking these SIG guns. The SIG 716 is currently my favorite.
What can I do for you?
But this...
Your business
Oh, shit.
is appreciated.
This steady-handed's got me interested. It's not the greatest roll, but I don't care. I want to see what it's... I can easily just melt that talent off and put it on another gun, you know what I mean? It looks like a pretty decent talent. And it also looks like something that most people are not using. Let's get this right. Okay, let's set this gun up real quick. Let's get this thing ready. pretty fucking cool. Let's do that again. I'm curious to do that. So we're at 74. Oh, okay. Oh my god, could you, Matt? Okay, I got an idea now. I gotta go destroy this gun. Okay, let me put this on real quick so I can destroy that, take that talent. I'm gonna take that talent and put it on something else.
Hi.
So let's go with assault rifles, talents. Let's go with this one. We're gonna steal that talent. And we're gonna go... I don't think we can roll anything right now. Not enough money. Well, I can fix that problem. I think I have one open. So, let me see if I can find that gun. Actually, no. Let me see if I can... What do I have for talents for this? So that there is. So I've got an idea. I'm gonna put it on a gun, an ordinary gun first. Let's see, what gun do I want to put that on? See, if I fuck with this, I can't do with anything else. So I want to make sure that it's a gun that can do something. Okay, so we'll go back up here. There's a gun up here. Oh, now go through this again. I think, where was it? And go all the way up here again and go down slowly. This one right here. We'll put this on real quick.
Need help wrapping
Go
something?
fucking put that back in there. Okay, so we'll set this gun up. We'll set this up.
I need to get the smell out.
Yeah. Okay.
Do not intervene or risk causing potential harm to yourself.
Let's go test this out real quick. We need longer range too to test this out. This is wonderful. I like that. Wonderful. The point is it might not have a lot of damage, but it's got damaged armor, and that's what I care about. So it will still do some good damage.
This'll never do.
In reality, it'll still do damage. Let me... Where's that going? Put something there.
Friendly control point detected.
I'm gonna have to go through here.
Exhale and squeeze the trigger.
Well, he did. Okay, so not everything, you can't interact with everything, but most things you can. A lot of these vehicles already have flat tires, so it's not like the first division. The first division was like almost every vehicle you could take out. That would have been explosion number one. Okay. There we go. Just give me 1 second. Alright. I am going to get some shit done here. You guys have a good day, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.